Walking bucket, junior guard Annie Stritzel of Nazareth Academy was surgical in yesterday's semifinal win. The school's all-time leading scorer dropped 29 points, but the task will be tougher tonight against Peoria Richwoods star Cam Taylor. Now, we didn't see the full skill set of Taylor yesterday due to foul trouble, but best believe the first-team All-Stater is ready to showcase her complete arsenal. Welcome to Redbird Arena on the campus of Illinois State University for the final game of the IHSA 3A girls basketball season. Hello everyone, I'm Cameron Smith, and for Nazareth Academy and Peoria Richwoods, they've been on a path that ultimately ends here on this court to try and see who reigns supreme in Class 3A. Now, for Nazareth Academy, they trusted a process all season long that had players believing they wanted to be put on the map when it comes to basketball supremacy in the state of Illinois. And for Peoria Richwoods, they have the model of unfinished business. Can they get the job done after 32 minutes of basketball? We shall see shortly. Supplying the call for this 3A state championship game is the duo of Mike Brad and Katie Winchie. Guys.
Thank you very much, Cameron. Great to be here for the Class 3A state championship game. And Katie, two really good teams here. Peoria Richwoods, Nazareth Academy, both very talented. Mentality becomes an issue when it comes to this much talent on the court and who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, and I loved Cameron's interviews pregame with both coaches, and I love that both coaches said their teams are loose. They want to have fun. They're just happy to be here, obviously want to come away with a win, but like you said, two very talented teams. They will look to their star power today to really step up and make those plays, but they need to remember this is a big stage. There's going to be nerves. Whichever team can really just play their game today, it's really going to be the team that comes out on top.
Well, there's just a lot of talent on the court for this game, people that are going to be playing in college next year. And Katie, what are going to be the challenges that they're going to be facing today?
Well, I think the star power for both teams really starts where the challenges are. For Nazareth, be determined the pace will be a huge deal for them. Richwoods wants a track meet, and that's not a race that the Roadrunners will win in this case. They need to be smart about shot selection, staying composed, not rushing their offense, and Richwoods will play much different yesterday with Cam Taylor on the floor, assuming she stays out of foul trouble like she had against Glen Bartzel. So for Nazareth, getting caught playing too fast, that's what they want to do. That's what they're going to look to do. They want this to be a track meet. And on the other side of things, the challenge for Richwoods is how do you make things tough for the duo of Elisa Giri and Annie Stritzel. Yesterday, the two combined for 44 of Nazareth's 58 total team points. And if they get going and heat up as shooters, it's going to be really hard to stop them and put out that fire. So Richwoods' matchup zone has got to communicate early and often and know where Giri and Stritzel are at all times. Make every shot a tough one. And Coach Hersey said they've gone against shooting teams with this matchup zone before. They mentioned Morton. Those were two huge wins for this Richwoods team, so they'll rely on that experience here today.
All right, should be a lot of fun when you're a young player in Illinois. You want to play for the all the hardware, the state championship trophy, and that's what we have on the line today. The Class 3A championship, Peoria Richwoods, Nazareth Academy up next.
All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
The 2018 IHSA Basketball State Finals are brought to you by Country Financial. Take simple steps at countryfinancial.com/simple steps. And by Biaggi's, where carryout is just another one of our specialties.
A lot of electricity right now at Redbird Arena in Normal as we get set for the Class 3A state championship game. Two really good teams. Second-rated Peoria Richwoods, 34-1 on the season, up against the number 4 team in the rankings, Nazareth Academy, with a record of 31-2, both riding double-digit win streaks into today's game. Should be a lot of fun. We're going to get started now from Redbird Arena. Here is our public address announcer, Jeff Ritson.
And now, fans, before our soloist sings the national anthem, we ask that you please stand at this time to remember and honor the men and women of the United States Armed Forces serving throughout the world with this moment of silence. Thank you. And now we ask that you join our guest soloist, Cassidy Elmer, a senior student at Dakota High School, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, fans, here are the starting lineups for this Class 3A state championship game in the 2018 IHSA Girls Basketball Finals. First, for the Roadrunners of Nazareth Academy in LaGrange Park, a junior, number 10, Sophia Culata. For the Lady Knights of Richwoods High School in Peoria, sophomore, number 3, Nia Williams. For Nazareth, a junior, number 11, Giovanna Martinucci. For Richwoods, a senior, number 5, Courtney Crain. For Nazareth, a senior, number 25, Marissa Metz. For Richwoods, a junior, number 10, Tiana Johnson. For Nazareth, a senior, number 32, Elisa Giri. For Richwoods, a sophomore, number 12, Jada McLeod. For Nazareth, a junior, number 33, Annie Stritzel. And for Richwoods, a junior, number 24, Cameron Taylor.
Peoria Richwoods, a short trip for them to Redbird Arena. They're only about 46 miles away up Interstate 74. Enrollment 1,253. A lot of tradition in this program. They picked up their 1,000th program win yesterday. 3 state championships as recently as 09. Nazareth Academy, they're kind of a newcomer when it comes to this girls basketball finals. First time they've been here. They're located in LaGrange Park in Cook County. Enrollment 784, about 20 miles west and south of downtown Chicago. They'd never gotten past the sectional until they made their really strong run this year. Eddie Stritzel, the head coach at Nazareth Academy, his second year there. He's 45-16 as the coach there. Before that, he coached at Trinity High School in River Forest. 9 very good years at Trinity. And on the other bench, Todd Hersey is the head coach at Peoria Richwoods. A Richwoods graduate. When he was young in high school, he videotaped the games for then head coach Mary Kay Hungate, who was his neighbor. Eastern Illinois graduate. He's actually done 2 stints as the Richwoods head coach. His 7th year overall, 183 wins and 46 losses. Richwoods will be in the white, trimmed in green. Nazareth Academy in the navy blue, trimmed in white. We think this is going to be a pretty good game here, Katie. These, I think, are the 2 best teams.
I'm really excited for this matchup. I think that it's very unique in that Nazareth has a couple great stars, and Richwoods has that matchup zone that just fires them up. They get their energy on the defensive side of the ball. So here we go.
Richwoods has the ball to start the game. Man-to-man defense by Nazareth Academy. Watch their big player in the middle, Elisa Giri. The block shots already as Annie Stritzel blocks the shot and takes it away for Nazareth Academy. Drives and spins in, gets cut off, but pitched it on top for a 3-pointer that just grazed the rim, no good. And the rebound comes off to Jada McLeod of Peoria Richwoods.
Pace is going to be key in this game. I know I mentioned that in the pregame portion of the show, but Richwoods gets this into a track meet, starts playing really fast. It's going to be tough for this Nazareth team to keep up despite the star power that they have.
This is Tiana Johnson, now to Jada McLeod for Richwoods, working it around the outside. They lob it down on the block to Cameron Taylor. Works inside, a lot of contact, and a foul called. It'll be free throws coming up for Cameron Taylor. Officials for this game, Kim Poulter will referee along with Kevin Tunney's and Robert Jenkins.
And we see Marissa Metz trying to take a charge right away on Cam Taylor with her being in foul trouble yesterday. She didn't play for a lot of the game, and she's a key player on this Richwoods team. I love that they went to her early in this game.
Taylor sinks the free throw to put Richwoods in front. That foul was on Annie Stritzel of Nazareth, and that would be the player, one of the players, that Nazareth would not like to have in foul trouble in this game. He's the daughter of the head coach. Second shot, it's in for Cameron Taylor, and Peoria Richwoods has a 2-0 lead to start this state championship game. There's that matchup zone. We can talk more about that as we go, Katie, how this works. It's, I guess, a zone with man-to-man principles. And there's a steal. Nia Williams knocked it away. They fight for it on the court. We're going to have a held ball, and Nazareth will keep the ball on the possession arrow.
And this is what their defense wants to do. Just getting hands on some of the basketballs that when they're driving, when they're passing, getting in passing lanes. It's something that they do at practice every single day, this zone. If they have questions, they always ask. If something needs to be clarified, they make sure that they're all on the same page. And Courtney Crane told me that they get 100% of their energy from this defense.
Stritzel's foul line jumper bounced off the rim, and the rebound pulled down by McLeod for Peoria Richwoods. So here come the Lady Knights with a 2-0 lead. Nia Williams signals play number 5 as she brings it across for Richwoods. This is McLeod with the ball. Her coach calls her a walking mismatch. Now to Cameron Taylor. Works inside. Missed the shot, though, and the rebound pulled down by 6'4" Elisa Giri for Nazareth Academy.
Well, that aggressive mentality for Richwoods is what they were missing, having Cam Taylor on the bench yesterday. I love that she just put her head down, drove to the basket, threw up a shot. She's thinking completely differently in this game if it's going to go that way.
Baseline drive, and out of bounds it'll be. Peoria Richwoods ball on the turnover. Williams in a hurry, races it all the way down. Shot blocked by Giri at 6'4". She is a walking block shot.
I was going to say, get used to seeing that this game. She had, I think, 6 in yesterday's game. She is just a force in the lane.
4th team All-Stater from the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association. She's headed to Providence next year, playing the Big East. Ball inbounded out to midcourt to Williams to set it up for Richwoods. And a foul. And now a technical foul. Giovanna Martinucci tried to make the steal, got called for the foul, and then she got tangled up with the Richwoods player, and that has turned into a technical foul. So Richwoods will get free throws out of this on the technical.
A little adversity for this Nazareth team that has never been here before. Scrappy, it's going to be that way in this game, but it was the little extra scrappiness after that that got her that technical.
Courtney Crane, the player from Richwoods who was fouled, and then the little push at the end. So Martinucci called for the foul.
If you didn't think emotions were running high before, that right there is evidence that there's a lot of heart and a lot of hard work going into this game.
Eddie Stritzel, the head coach from Nazareth Academy, telling his team to shake that off. At the free throw line, Crane shooting the technicals, made the first, missed the second. That is 2 fouls on Martinucci. The first for the personal, the second for the technical. So that is sort of instant foul trouble for the junior from Nazareth Academy. She is out of the game. Lila Rodriguez came in to replace her. Richwoods with the ball now after the technical. They've got the lead 3-0. A drive and a block shot. Ball's on the deck. And another held ball. So twice Richwoods has taken it inside and had the ball rejected inside.
I hope that they learn from that shot blocking of Elisa Giri. Just they maybe need to mix in a pump fake. Get her to go in the air a little bit, maybe draw a foul, go into her with your body, get some contact.
Kind of like that there, maybe. Good example. They're listening to you there. There'll be free throws coming up. Foul will be called against Rodriguez, who just came in the game, a 5'6" junior for Nazareth Academy. Already 4 team fouls on the Roadrunners, and Todd Hershey, the Peoria Richwoods coach, has watched his team jump ahead 3-0. Haven't made a basket yet, but they're getting some chances at the free throw line early. First shot is good for Courtney Crane, makes it 4-0.
Coach Hersey was just walking around Redbird Arena before this game, and he just kept repeating, "We're relaxed, we're having fun, we're relaxed, we're having fun."
Trying to convince himself.
Exactly.
Yeah. If he says it enough times, maybe he'll start to believe it.
And the girls will feed off of that too.
Both free throws were good. Stritzel on the pass inside to Giri, got through her hands and taken away. Up with the ball for Richwoods is Johnson. She drives it inside. Pitched it back out to Crane for a 3. Off the front, won't go. Rebound inside. Taylor back up. Off the glass, no good. Another rebound, though. This one by Williams, one of the smallest players on the court. And a block and a foul. Giri will be called for the foul as Cameron Taylor tried to put up the block.
And I believe that might be Giri's second. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that means that...
First, I think.
Okay, Martinucci has 2 fouls, but
yes,
that's something that Giri needs to be weary of here, that she's got called for that block now as a foul, so she can't be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball, taking chances with those fouls, because this bench for Nazareth does not run that deep. They can't have 2 of their starters in foul trouble early.
And a 6'4" player is pretty irreplaceable.
Exactly, especially in the lane.
Don't have a lot of those laying around. Taylor's at the free throw line. Puts the shot on the way, and it's good. So she's already hit 3 of 4 free throws in the game. It's 6-0. Peoria Richwoods has got the lead. We haven't had a basket yet, and we've played almost 3 minutes.
That goes to show how great this Richwoods defense is. They have not, Nazareth hasn't seen much like it before. Annie Stritzel, just the go-to athlete for this Nazareth team, making a play there, but it's going to take a little while for Nazareth to figure out how they're going to beat this matchup zone.
Stritzel at 29 yesterday, got the basket there to put Nazareth on the board with that up and under move in the lane. Here's Johnson at the other end with a 15-footer, and she hits the first basket for Richwoods, and they've got an 8-2 lead.
I'll tell you what, this Richwoods team looks cool, calm, collected, very confident. Out here on the defensive side, they're active, they're flying around, and on offense, knocking down shots.
Much more active and into the game than it seemed like they were at the start yesterday. A miss for Nazareth, and back comes Richwoods with Tiana Johnson with it. Special mention, all-state player on the IBCA team. This is Nia Williams with it, a sophomore for Richwoods. Now to Courtney Crane. Here's Johnson again for our 3 points. No good. Giri gets the rebound.
And expect Richwoods to shoot early and often. in this game. They like shooting early in possessions. They go back on defense, jump around.
Giri from the top of the key for three, and you're like, what's she doing shooting out there? Well, she was a guard until really the last couple of years, and she very comfortable on the perimeter. She's hit 36% of her three-pointers for the year. Johnson with a nice drive down the lane. Giri blocks it. Rebound is up off the glass. No good by Taylor. And we'll have a held ball on this rebound. And that'll get us to a timeout. Good start to the game between Richwoods and Nazareth in the Class 3A championship game. Tiana Johnson from the right side for Richwoods. The answer from Giri from the head of the key for Nazareth. 8-5 Richwoods. Middle of the first period.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
It's when a black cat runs out in front of your car. If a black... Hi, I'm Maya Wilson from Richwoods High School. Something about Coach you guys don't know is that he hates when we wear hoops and big earrings and our nose rings. He always tells us to take them out. I don't think he likes them. I don't know why. I only have one superstition, and it's when a black cat runs out in front of your car. If a black cat were to run out in front of my car, I'm gonna reverse my car and turn and go the other way, because I can't. My favorite dance move is a shoot, shoot, shoot. I can imitate Coach Gallo. He goes like, grab the ball, 2 hands, rebound. A secret talent I have is I can tumble.
Amaya Wilson from Peoria. Richwoods helping us getting to know them. Let's go over to our sideline reporter, Cameron Smith.
Both huddles first for Nazareth Academy. Eddie Stritzel just telling his players, hey, we're in a good shape. Calm down, relax, making sure that Annie Stritzel was comfortable going to the rim. He felt that she's rushed some of those layups that ended up in misses. And for Peoria Richwoods, Todd Hersey was his cool and relaxed self, smiling in the huddle, talking to Cam Taylor about how to defend Annie Stritzel in that high post. He wants Stritzel to go right instead of left defensively.
All right, Cameron, thank you very much. Nazareth's got the ball. Stritzel from the left wing, off the front of the rim, no good. And Johnson with another rebound for Richwoods.
Well, it sounds like Richwoods' game plan is playing out the way that they wanted it to, based on Eddie Stritzel's comments there. He said that they felt rushed, that they needed to relax a little bit and calm down. That's exactly what Richwoods wanted to do to start off this game.
2-3 zone here by Nazareth. Ball goes into McLeod, not a Johnson, not a Taylor on the perimeter right now. Back in the middle, McLeod. Williams in the corner for 3, banked off the backboard, no good, and a foul on the rebound. Johnson came in over the back and got called for the first foul for Peoria Richwoods. So Nazareth will get the ball. A little bit of a rocky start for them with the early fouls. They've already committed 5 fouls, but they're within a 3-pointer of tying this game.
And I like the decision there by Stritzel to go zone, mix it up. Richwoods seems like they have kind of a rhythm going. So after that break, to come out and give them a different look, make them think twice about what they're doing on the offensive end. It's a good way to disrupt their offense.
Metz from the corner, missed off the back. Giri gets the rebound, puts it back up in and out. Went for the rebound, but didn't get it. Got pulled out of there by Cameron Taylor. So here comes Richwoods. They've already got 6 offensive rebounds in this game, Katie. Taylor's already got 3 offensive rebounds, so they're getting second chance opportunities. This is Johnson with the ball. Fake the lob pass, gets it to McLeod. Now Johnson with it out front. Under 2 minutes to go in the first period. Ball goes inside. A block by Giri. Recovered by McLeod. Fed off to Crane, who missed the shot. And Marissa Metz clears the rebound for Nazareth. Still 8-5 Richwoods. Giri with the ball for Nazareth to Metz out front. Ball goes to Giri at the high post. Now to Sophia Collada. Now to Metz for three. Back of the rim, no good. Giri had the rebound knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. It'll be Nazareth ball.
That is one of the toughest parts of playing a zone. Richwoods is doing that right now, and Nazareth is doing that right now, but boxing out and making sure that you get a body on a person.
Inbounds pass came to Stritzel, and she got fouled as she tried to lay up inside, so she'll get to go to the free throw line. This will be the second team foul on Richwoods, called on Tiana Johnson. That's her second personal. So we've got a starter on each team with 2 fouls in the first quarter. Martinucci for Nazareth, Johnson for Richwoods. Stritzel's free throw good. Stritzel does just about everything on the basketball court well. Moves well, shoots well, handles the ball, strong player. First team All-Stater in the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association All-State team. Makes both free throws. 8-7 Richwoods. They've got the ball with about 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Johnson with the 2 fouls stays in the game right now for Richwoods.
Nazareth stays in their zone too. It seems to be working for him so far.
Taylor, high low to McLeod, missed off the glass. Rebound, tipped, recovered by Richwoods, blocked again by Giri, but Richwoods keeps winding up with it. Johnson's got it at the top, in the middle, up quickly with the jumper, good. Cam Taylor did not allow time for Giri to come block that shot.
And Cam Taylor was fired up about that make after 2 huge blocks by Giri, for her to come in and stay composed and take that shot confidently, knowing Giri was closing out on her. It's a big-time move.
Taylor just made a big-time move there and knocked it out of Giri's hands. Crane on the push and a good finish. Courtney Crane with a nice finish on the hard drive, and it's 12-7 Peoria Richwoods. Taylor caused the turnover by knocking it away from Giri, and it led to the break by Crane. Stritzel at the other end starts to drive and now throws it back out to Metz with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Ball goes down in the right corner. Rodriguez, three-pointer is good. Lila Rodriguez, who averages less than 3 points a game, hits from the corner for Nazareth. 10 seconds to go.
We're cruising now.
It's game time right now. That's right. Down to 4 seconds. Free throw line, Taylor, shot blocked by Giri. Taylor got it back but does not get the second shot away. And we're at the end of the first period. It really heated up there in the last minute of the first period in the Class 3A state championship game. Taylor knocked it away and led to Courtney Crane on this drive up court for the...
All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Elisa Giri throwing a block party here in the first period for Nazareth Academy. She's already got 7 block shots plus a three-pointer. The 7 blocks are already a state championship game record in Class 3A.
An unbelievable performance on the defense side of the ball in the first quarter alone for Elisa Giri. 3 points, 3 rebounds, 7 blocks. In this one, she had 5 blocks yesterday, and Whether she's blocking shots or not, she is making an impact on defense for Nazareth. For Richwoods, when they're attacking, they're going to think twice about the way that they're shooting and if they're even willing to go all the way into the lane to take those types of shots.
Richwoods went 3 for 20 shooting in the first period, and they lead the game. From the corner, three-pointer, bang, it's in. Nia Williams from the corner makes it 15-10 Richwoods. Collada with the ball, gets it at the high post to Giri, works down the lane, up with the left hand, not good, and the rebound taken out by Cameron Taylor of Richwoods. Williams has the ball out front on the for Richwoods. Pass to the high post, intercepted. Sophia Collada with the steal. Stritzel brings it up and drives it right to the hoop, scoops it up, no good off the glass, and the rebound pulled off by Jada McLeod. Richwoods will slow it down a little bit here.
Stritzel frustrated not being able to finish on that fast break. She's used to scoring a lot, so this Richwoods team is really challenging her, both mentally and physically on the floor.
She has 4 points so far. Stritzel does, leading scorer for Nazareth, but not maybe as many as she's used to scoring early. Inside out action, but then no shot by Taylor. She almost took the three from the top of the key, but thought better of it at the last moment. There will be a three by Crane. That's too far, and Stritzel gets the weak side rebound.
Those are the types of shots that Nazareth wants Richwoods taking at this point. They're staying in that zone for a reason. They want them to think that they have open looks on the outside.
Giri finds Stritzel, now in the corner, three-pointer. Good, out of the left corner by Sophia Collada. 33% three-point shooter for the year. Hits her first points today. Richwoods by 2. They've led all the way so far. Stritzel knocks it away and comes out with it. And she's got Rodriguez ahead of the pack. She'll lay it up too hard, and Johnson gets the rebound for Richwoods. Back come the Lady Knights. They get the ball in the corner. McLeod, nice fake, gets around Giri. Missed the shot, got her own rebound. Giri blocked it from behind. McLeod got it back, and she's tied up. And the possession arrow will give the ball to Nazareth. Another block for Giri, but seems like McLeod has sure gotten her share of them back. Meanwhile, at the other end, three-pointer from the corner by Collada is the third three-pointer already for Nazareth.
And if Nazareth keeps hitting from the three-point line, Richwoods is going to have to adjust in that matchup zone. They're going to have to close out to shooters a little bit faster than they are right now.
It looks to me like that zone's already a little stretched out. So this is Stritzel with the ball at the top of the key. Stritzel on the drive into the middle, scoops it up and in. Tied up, Stritzel's got 6, and it's a 15 all-time.
Stritzel is so athletic when she drives to the basket, and she reads the defense and reacts so well and so quickly. That's why she's so effective.
Nazareth in the 2-3 zone. McLeod shot blocked again, and this one's recovered by Metz. Another block for Elisa Giri. Giri's got the ball now in the corner, feeds on the high post to Metz. Off the front of the rim, no good, and McLeod's got this rebound for Richwoods.
Nazareth is missing shots that they normally make just for the sole reason that Richwoods is speeding them up in that matchup zone. The pace of play makes them think a little bit when they're taking those shots offensively, but those are shots that they knock down pretty much every day. They just need to slow down and get into their rhythm a little bit more.
Johnson from the wing for Richwoods is off the mark. Weak side rebound. McLeod, boy, she is really active here in the early part of the game, tracking down loose balls and rebounds. Ball goes inside to Taylor, puts it up. Off the glass, rolled in. Taylor's got 7. Richwoods regained the lead after we were tied up briefly.
Great patience in the post there, and she's up to challenge Giri despite her shot blocking ability so far in this one.
That shot misses. And here comes Johnson up court for Richwoods. Ball tipped away in the corner and stolen. Stritzel comes up with the steal. She leads the attack for Nazareth. Takes it all the way, puts it up, got fouled. Free throws coming up for Annie Stritzel. Foul called against Jada McLeod will be her first foul. We're headed to break. We've already had an all-time championship game record. 9 blocks already for Elisa Giri. That's the one that broke the record. It was held by Candace Parker. Richwoods has got a 17-15 lead over Nazareth Academy in the 3A championship game.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
You work hard, and you want to see your efforts pay off, literally. Whether you're dreaming of retirement, growing your business, or leaving a legacy for future generations, at Busey, we help you realize the possibilities of tomorrow. We listen to your needs and goals to create a sound strategy for you and your family. Enjoy the achievements of your life and work. We'll handle the rest. Busey, your dream, our promise.
Nazareth Academy down by 2 to Peoria Richwoods midway in the second quarter. Already some big numbers put up in this game, Katie. We've got Jada McLeod's already got 9 rebounds for Richwoods, and that young lady, Elisa Giri, is dominant in the middle with the block shots for Nazareth.
9 block shots. She breaks the record of Candace Parker, and what an accomplishment that is. Elisa Giri can now say that she's broken a record that Candace Parker used to have, and just the impact that Candace Parker has had on women's basketball, that's quite an accomplishment.
And remember, we're midway in the second quarter here. Okay, we may be getting out the national record book before halftime. Stritzel's at the free throw line. Missed the first of 2 shots. For the year, 71% free throw shooter. Good with the second for her 7th point. 17-16, Peoria Richwoods has the lead in this Class 3A title game. Nazareth in that 2-3 zone. Williams gets it in the corner to McLeod. Now back out to Williams for Richwoods. Crane feeds the middle. Good high-low pass down to McLeod, laid it in. That high-low works because it pulls Giri away from the basket a little bit.
Great zone offense there by Richwoods. Moving the ball, shifting it across the court, getting it into the middle, having the middle defender, which is Giri, come out. Creates a lot of options.
Martinucci on the drive, tried to feed Giri in the middle. Ball got away, but Giri tracked it down. Finds Stritzel on the wing. Giri does a really good job of keeping the ball up high when she's got it. Into Stritzel, blocked by McLeod. Stritzel gets it back, can't finish, and Taylor pulls out the rebound for Richwoods. Just about 3 minutes to go in the first half. Ball tipped away by Collada, and stolen by Martinucci, so a good steal by the front of that zone defense for Nazareth. They need a 3 to tie it. Giri is going to take a 2-point shot and hit. Well, she's a good outside shooter. 5 points now for Giri.
Her and Stritzel both do such a good job of reading the defense. You can tell that they're very smart players. If you close out hard, they're going to shot fake, one dribble pull up, or take it all the way to the basket. But they're very capable of shooting the 3 as well if you give them enough space.
Inside, a shot attempt by Taylor got blocked out of bounds. It'll be Richwoods' ball. Let's go to Cameron Smith.
Well, guys, as we just saw Elisa Giri pick up her 10th block of the first half so far, she says that she loves to play with a certain confidence, and it may rub off as cockiness to some people, but she says she loves to kind of talk on the court, get herself involved, and really challenge the opposing team when it comes to facing her inside of that lane.
Courtney Crane just drove into the lane and scored for Richwoods, so they've got the lead by 3. Nice cut by Stritzel, laid it in, got fouled. Some nice basketball there, Katie. Stritzel moving without the ball, and Giri found her.
And those two, their connection, they've played together for a while, and they've talked about how well they work, how great they are at reading each other and knowing where they're going to be on the floor.
And when you're 6'4", you're able to look over the defense.
And it's easier to make those passes too because you can look around the defense as well.
That foul was on Cameron Taylor, her first foul. Ritzel's going to go to the line, and I think Peoria Richwoods is going to ask for a timeout first.
30-second timeout, Richwoods.
Chance for Nazareth to tie the game after they got down early. Richwoods had a 6-point lead early in this game. I felt Nazareth had a little bit of trouble getting their feet kind of set on the ground a little bit at the start, Katie, but seems to me they've settled in now.
Well, and their defense has really led that. Elisa Giri has been the block party starter, and it's led to some great offense for this Nazareth team. And like Cameron was talking about, she's got some swagger when she plays. Like, she's got an attitude, and she's not afraid to show it, but she can definitely back it up. It's intimidating for a lot of teams to go at her because she's such a presence on the defensive side of the ball, but she makes plays on offense, she lets you know that she's just made a play.
Well, Monday, it's authentic fan night at the United Center as the Bulls take on Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics. Coverage starts at 6:30 on NBC Sports Chicago with Bulls pregame live or stream live on the NBC Sports app. Annie Stritzel hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. She's in double figures with 10 points, and we're tied up for the second time in the game. A little bit of backcourt pressure there by Nazareth, but Richwoods works through it. Williams, pass deflected. Boy, they've got their hands on a lot of passes on the perimeter on this Nazareth defense. Crane with it, over to Johnson. Down at the low post, they go to Taylor. Down the middle, banked up by Crane, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Richwoods.
And despite Nazareth extending that 2-3 zone, applying a little bit of pressure, Richwoods still continuing to go to what's been working, that inside-out action, getting the ball in the middle and the high post, looking for their guards on the wings.
Ball passed in at the high post to Taylor. Nice little step-back move to get some room to shoot, but she missed it, and a foul on the rebound on Richwoods, a holding foul. Taylor used the step back there to get away. That's the third foul on Tiana Johnson of Richwoods, and she is headed to the Lady Knights bench. In to replace her is Natalie Desjardins. She's a 5'3" junior who averages just over 1 point per game.
She's a kid that brings a lot of heart for this Richwoods team. She's also got a really high basketball IQ, so she knows what she needs to do.
Stritzel got through the defense and laid it in, and Nazareth Academy is in the lead for the first time in the game as Annie Stritzel has scored 12. Stritzel just a junior, but already very highly recruited player. Down to 1:20 to go in the first quarter. This is Desjardins with the ball. Now out front to Crane. Taylor's got it at the high post. Crane will attempt a three. Banked it home. Courtney Crain with 10 points.
She made a little grimace on her face after she made that. But a three is a three. She should take it.
She's got to learn not to act that way. Act like you intended to bank it. Foul on the drive called against Peoria Richwoods. The bank is open here for Courtney Crane. Crane got the foul, and that's her second foul. Ball inbounded, tipped away, and stolen. Desjardins comes up with a loose ball. 52 seconds to go in the first half. 24-23, Richwoods has got the lead. Been a good game. We expected a good game, and we've gotten what we've expected. Nice feed inside. McLeod had to take it away, though, and Giri with the defensive play again. Martinucci on the attack. Ahead to Metz. Now to Giri. 30 seconds to go. Ball tipped away. Stolen by Crane. Crane, one-woman fast break. Takes it all the way. Banks it up. No, but a blocking foul. Free throws coming up for Crane as Sophia Collada got called for the blocking foul.
That was a very bold move by Crane too, Mike. You mentioned she has 2 fouls. Not only getting that steal and being aggressive on the defensive side of the ball, but taking it all the way in, knowing Nazareth is coming down, trying to take a charge on her. Aggressive mentality.
Courtney Crane, a 4-year starter at Richwoods, has somewhere around 1,900 career points and a first-team All-Stater. Misses the first of the 2 free throws. She's a good free throw shooter, 71% for the year. Was off a little bit yesterday for whatever reason. Just went 3 for 8 in the semifinals from the free throw line. Missed that one, missed them both. Giri gets the rebound. 20 seconds to go as Nazareth will set up for probably the last shot of the first half. They're down by 1. Richwoods really extending that zone defense now. Down to 9 seconds to go. This is Martinucci, now to Metz. In the middle, Giri, 5 seconds. Inside to Stritzel, banked it up, no good. Desjardins gets the rebound, and we're at halftime. Well, we expected a good game, Katie, and we've gotten it.
Absolutely. The pace in this one is something worth mentioning, too. It's a lot of up and down. Nazareth so far able to keep up with Richwoods, and they've been all over the place.
24-23, Peoria Richwoods heads to the locker room with a 1-point lead over Nazareth. We're going to send it over to Cameron Smith with Richwoods head coach Todd Hersey.
Well, Coach, that first half up and down, obviously, but you guys got some good flow offensively.
Yeah, finally better than yesterday. You know, we're getting the ball moving a lot better today. I think we're taking good quality shots, you know. I wish our free throws were a little bit better right now, and at the defensive end, we just made a couple mistakes and gave the shooters a look. But other than that, I think we can clean up this, getting those three-point shooters a look and pinch a little bit better, we'll be okay.
Tiana Johnson, you call her the heart and soul of this team. One of your toughest players goes down with 3 fouls. Who can replace her production on the court and what she does?
She'll be fine. She'll play the whole second half with 3. She won't get another one. I trust her. She'll be fine.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time.
She's our heart, baby. She's our heart. So.
All right, good luck in the second half, Coach. All right, let's throw it back over to Mike Brett.
All right, Cameron, thank you very much. Speaking of Cameron Taylor had a good first half for Peoria Richwoods. She had 7 points and she had 7 rebounds. And Richwoods has a 1-point lead over Nazareth at halftime of the 3A championship game.
All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
You work hard, and you want to see your efforts pay off, literally. Whether you're dreaming of retirement, growing your business, or leaving a legacy for future generations, at Busey, we help you realize the possibilities of tomorrow. We listen to your needs and goals to create a sound strategy for you and your family. Enjoy the achievements of your life and work. We'll handle the rest. Busey, your dream, our promise.
And we are back to Redbird Arena, where it's halftime in this 3A state championship game between Nazareth Academy and Peoria Richwoods. The Lady Knights up 24-23. Well, I have the pleasure of being joined by Derek Raitzer, who is the managing partner with Biaggi's. And Derek, this atmosphere, obviously, as we hear behind us, the student section are cheering very loudly because there's a little extra incentive with them in their cheering, and Biaggi's restaurant has a part in that, right?
Absolutely. We have a huge part in that. I mean, we love being a part of this, love being a part of the community. This atmosphere is outstanding, and we're here to donate $250 to the Winning Spirit team. Right now it's up in the air. Both crowds are doing a fantastic job, so I'm lucky I'm not judging. I'm just handing the money away. I'm not judging. So
now, how important is it for Biaggi's restaurant to be a part of the IHSA and the state championship weekend?
It's very important. We pride ourselves in how close we are to the community, and not just to Bloomington Normal, but statewide. I mean, we have 6 locations around the state, and each one of them are dedicated to doing something to the community, to reaching out, change some lives, and just doing something not just with basketball, but with anything. And it's a great feeling. It's nice to be a part of this.
All right, Derek, we appreciate your time as always. Derek Raitzer, the managing partner with Biaggi's. We will be back with more from halftime at Redbird Arena. Peoria Richwoods up 24-23, 3A state championship.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
You work hard, and you want to see your efforts pay off, literally. Whether you're dreaming of retirement, growing your business, or leaving a legacy for future generations, at Busey, we help you realize the possibilities of tomorrow. We listen to your needs and goals to create a sound strategy for you and your family. Enjoy the achievements of your life and work. We'll handle the rest. Busey, your dream, our promise.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Game between Peoria Richwoods and Nazareth Academy. The Lady Knights up 24-23 in a very, very competitive and talented game. Hi everyone, Cameron Smith joining you on this halftime segment, and obviously we knew this would be a great game when you look at the talent levels on both sides with Peoria Richwoods and Nazareth Academy. Some outstanding individual play and records being broken in that first half. So let's bring Katie Wingy in to break that first half down. Katie, Elisa Giri, 11 blocks. She breaks Candace Parker's long-standing record. You didn't think anyone could do it, but she did it in that first half. How impressed were you with her timing on the defensive end to get that record?
Cameron, words can't even describe how impressed I am with her. She has mastered the art of blocking shots. It's really incredible. She keeps her body away, but her arms are so long that she can get in there, contest shots, deflect shots, and alter shots really anytime someone attacks inside the paint. So Elisa Giri really just has been shining in this first half on the defensive side of the ball for Nazareth.
And as great as Alyssa was blocking shots, Peoria Richwoods still found ways to score, especially in Courtney Crain. She has 12 points in that first half. What have you seen from Richwoods on the offensive end? Because Nazareth has come out in that 2-3 zone and has stayed packed in that defensive scheme to try and slow down the Knights.
Well, Cameron, you're exactly right. That's why they're sticking to it, because it slowed down the pace of the game. They started in man-to-man, and we saw it really quickly become a track meet, and that's exactly what Richwood wants. But in that 2-3 zone, I think Courtney Crane is excelling because Cam Taylor is playing significant minutes in this game. They play so well together, and she feels more confident with her in there, and they're able to get a lot of high-low action, a lot of inside-out action, and that's been working for them against this 2-3 zone. So despite it not being the pace that Richwood is used to playing at, they're still doing a great job finding ways to be effective on the offensive side of the ball.
All right, Katie, we appreciate the expertise as always. We are getting closer to that third quarter. 3A Girls State Championship, Peoria Richwoods, Nazareth. Second half coming up.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
You work hard, and you want to see your efforts pay off, literally. Whether you're dreaming of retirement, growing your business, or leaving a legacy for future generations, at Busey, we help you realize the possibilities of tomorrow. We listen to your needs and goals to create a sound strategy for you and your family. Enjoy the achievements of your life and work. We'll handle the rest. Busey, your dream, our promise.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Some ups and downs in that first half, but you have to be impressed of how your team played against that matchup zone.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think it's 23 points, so we like to be in the 50s, so we're a couple points behind. We didn't get off to the best start. I thought a little nervous or anything, but we weathered the storm, and it's going to be a battle second half. It's going to be a great game, yeah.
Thank you for your time, Eddie. We appreciate it as always. Thank you. All right, we are getting closer to that third quarter action. Nazareth trying to take control of this game, but Peoria Richwoods is not budging.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
You work hard, and you want to see your efforts pay off, literally. Whether you're dreaming of retirement, growing your business, or leaving a legacy for future generations, at Busey, we help you realize the possibilities of tomorrow. We listen to your needs and goals to create a sound strategy for you and your family. Enjoy the achievements of your life and work. We'll handle the rest. Busey, your dream, our promise.
Peoria Richwoods with a 1-point lead at halftime. The block shots jump off the stat sheet at you, Katie. But look at that rebounding edge for Richwoods. They got 27 in the first half. McLeod had 10. Taylor had 7.
They've been so good at crashing the boards and finding gaps within that 2-3 zone in particular. We mentioned it's such a challenge when you're playing zone defense to find a person to guard, match up, and box out all at the same time. And so Richwoods really been able to capitalize on those boarding opportunities.
Richwoods is on their way maybe to a record there. The championship game record for rebounds is 44 in the game. They've got 27 at halftime. Richwoods the ball to start the second half. Nazareth still in that 2-3 zone defense. Johnson playing with 3 fouls. 3-point shot is good by Courtney Crain again, and now she's got 13 points to lead all scorers in the game, and Richwoods has a 4-point lead.
Courtney Crane is just a competitor. You mentioned Richwoods getting their 1,000th win, and she made it a point. I want to be here when that happens. They wanted to get to state and make that happen, and here senior moves are being made by Courtney Crane today.
Pass got away from Stritzel, ended up in a tie-up as Cameron Taylor dived in there for Richwoods. It'll be out of bounds to Nazareth on the possession arrow. Courtney Crane has got 13 points in the game. She averages 15, leading scorer for Peoria Richwoods coming into the game. Also averages 4.5 rebounds and almost 4 assists per game. There's that matchup zone again by Richwoods. Ball goes in the middle to Stritzel, scoops it up, and there's a foul on Cameron Taylor. That'll be her first foul of the game. Stritzel's done some nice work inside of this zone, working down the lane.
And Stritzel's really good at getting to the free throw line, too. That's where she scores a lot of her points. She has great body control and can draw the foul, but also stay composed. And she gets a lot of and ones because of that as well.
She's been the only Nazareth player to get to the free throw line in this game. She missed that free throw. Here's her second shot. That one misses. Giri gets the rebound, though. Had it knocked away. Ball's free, and out of there comes Williams for Richwoods. So Richwoods with a 4-point lead early third quarter. 2-3 zone set up by Nazareth. Williams swings it over to Crane. Taylor and McLeod working in the post here for Richwoods. There's McLeod in the corner. They skip it around the zone to Crane. McLeod in the short corner, gets it back. Three-point attempt, not good by Crane. Weak side rebound, McLeod. Back up, missed. This rebound comes off to Marissa Metz of Nazareth.
Good offensive possession there by Richwoods, really taking their time going against that zone, trying to exploit some open lanes there, and good passing all around the way to a good shot.
There goes Stritzer again, ball poked away, recovered and laid in by Giri. She was in the right place at the right time, and Giri has 7 points. 2-point lead for Richwoods, early third quarter. McLeod at the foul line, gets it over to Johnson on the wing. McLeod will shoot from the baseline and hit. 4 points for McLeod. He's the daughter of Janelle Polk, who was one of the best players in University of Illinois basketball history. 4-point lead again for Richwoods. Stritzel for three, bounced off, long rebound. McLeod got it. He's already in double figures in rebounds in the game. Johnson for three, banked off, no good. Stritzel comes down with the rebound for Nazareth. Martinucci will set up the offense. Giri. Giri has that ball way up overhead. Here's the ball tipped away by Crane. Can't save it. It's out of bounds. And it'll be Nazareth ball.
Great hustle play there by Crane, too. That's what she's used to doing.
Some of the folks are excited here in the crowd because Martinucci took the ball away from Crane so they could inbound the ball, but the officials have had cooler heads prevail. Giri works down the lane, blocked, and a foul. Taylor from behind blocked the shot and committed her second foul. Quick conference here with the officials. Yeah, there's a lot of competitive juices flowing on the court right now, Katie.
I think that's a little bit of an understatement. There's some attitude on both of these things, and Cam Taylor stares down Elisa Giri on that one as she claps and nods her head like, yeah, I got that call. So there's some competitive juices, as you mentioned, Mike, and things are starting to get a little fiery up in here.
Let's switch over to Cameron Smith.
This is a game within a game between these two. Now, they've really been going back and forth with stares and talking. Obviously, we mentioned about Giri, who loves to play with that certain confidence that rubs people the wrong way. But they've been battling there in the high post and in the paint all day long.
Peoria Richwoods with the 2-point lead. Ball loose at midcourt. A diving play by Martinucci to knock it away. And a held ball. Richwoods will get to keep it. But good play by Giovanna Martinucci to dive and strip that ball away and force the tie-up. We're going to go to break with 4:47 to go in the third period. It looks like we're headed for a airtight finish here at Redbird Arena. 2-point lead right now for Peoria Richwoods.
All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Hey guys, it's Elisa Giri from Nazareth Academy. My favorite food or pregame meal is probably Chipotle because it always makes me feel better and I just like to have it. Something about Coach that a lot of people don't know is that he's obsessed with The Office and his favorite character is Michael Scott. He just loves that he's so funny and just makes so many good jokes. The best dressed player is probably Sophia because she's a really good style and it's different and it's just really cute. Something that a lot of other people don't know is that we dance like before every game, and the only people that like see it is the people on like Snapchat that watch our stories. So yeah, that's what we do before every game.
Elisa Giri working on a possible triple-double here with 9 points, 6 rebounds, 11 block shots. And Richwoods' Tiana Johnson gets inside and scores to give the Lady Knights a 4-point lead.
Anytime a team scores off of a break like that timeout or a media timeout like that, that's always great execution.
At the other end, Gary's got an answer. Now she's in double figures. She's got 11 points. 2-point lead for Richwoods, and now a steal. Martinucci comes up with the ball, and here comes Nazareth now with a chance to tie it with a 2, or they could take the lead with a 3.
Well, Cameron Smith mentioned the battling between Elisa Giri and Cam Taylor, but there's also a battle brewing here between Giovanna Martinucci and Courtney Crane, that's for sure. They're getting after each other a little bit at the guard position.
Giri ties the game with the free throw line jump shot. It's 13 for Giri and a 31 all tie with 3:45 to go in the third period of the 3A championship game. Taylor blocked again by Giri, and out comes Stritzel with the ball. Giri thought about a 3 and knocked away by McLeod and taken away by Taylor. So Richwoods has it right back. Third time in the game we've been tied. Here's Johnson on the drive and a reach-in foul as Stritzel cut her off and reached in. That'll be the second foul on Annie Stritzel of Nazareth.
She definitely did not think that one was a foul, too. She was looking at the ref like, come on, man, are you really going to call that one?
Inbounds pass gets away here. They fight for it on the court. We'll have another held ball, and this time it'll go as a turnover because Nazareth has got the possession arrow pointing in their direction. Todd Hersey's team from Richwoods in a real battle here.
Timeout Nazareth.
And a timeout requested with 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
I believe
to go into third.
Annie Stritzel has a bloody nose again. She had one in the game yesterday too, and they put some gauze in her nose, and she continued to play throughout the entire game with that going on, and I think that's why her dad, Coach Stritzel, just called the timeout there to get her re-gauzed up.
Tonight at 7:15 on NBC Sports Chicago Plus, it's the IHSA Girls Basketball Class 4A Finals. Watch S. Geneva goes after back-to-back state titles when they take on Montini. You can also live stream the game at NBCSportsChicago.com/Illinois High School. .31 all tie with 3:19 left to go in the third quarter. They're munching on the popcorn there in the Richwoods cheering section. They are used to winning state championships at Richwood. They've won 3. Won 1,000 games in their program history. Only the third high school in Illinois to do that. Chicago Marshall and Teutopolis the other two. Nazareth Academy, not quite that tradition. No trips to the state tournament until this year. They were 14-14 last year. Felt like they came on strong at the end of the year and were close to making a tournament run, but not sure that anybody was real surprised they made this run with all the talent they've got.
And that talent finally came together too. It was like they started clicking on all cylinders. The chemistry was there. They all kind of got on board with the trust the process motto and making sure everybody knew their roles and stuck to their roles and just did their job for this team.
Nazareth with the ball in a tie game, working against that matchup zone by Richwood. Stritzel drives underneath, feeds it out in the corner. Kalada's 3 is off the mark. Courtney Crane's got the rebound, and she jets up court, puts it up on the move, in and out. Williams fights for the rebound, and it's out of bounds off Giri.
It's a really tough shot by Courtney Crane in transition, going up with the floater there. Her momentum is going so fast forward that it's tough to be gentle on that shot in the lane.
Ball passed in, gets into McLeod in the lane, works it up off the glass, no good. And the rebound out of bounds, it'll be Nazareth ball. McLeod has got 4 points in the game and double-digit rebounds. Here's Nazareth now trying to break the tie. Metz, they get it down on the baseline, Giri. This is Kalada, now to Stritzel. Stritzel fouled as she tried to work in on the dribble, got tangled up with Courtney Crane. That's the third foul on Courtney Crane. Now you heard her coach Todd Hershey guarantee us at halftime that she'd be able to play with that foul trouble.
Foul number 5, Courtney Crane, her third personal foul.
Richwoods should really start to look back to the beginning of this game, where they got all this energy from their defense and their matchup zone, and try and get something sparked, something going again to get some momentum back in their favor.
Mets with the ball, pass to the high post. There you go, Katie. A steal by Taylor. She's taking it one-on-one against Metz and laid it in. Taylor with the steal and the driving layup for her 9th point of the game. Some energy for the Richwoods people. They're up by 2.
And Cam Taylor getting excited on her run back down the floor. Let's go, let's go. Keep this moving, Richwoods.
Ball passed into Giri, works in on Taylor, shoots over him, came up short, and out comes Richwoods with the ball. Crane again on the drive, puts it up, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Aggressive play by Courtney Crane on the drive into the lane. Martinucci called for the foul, and that'll be her 3rd foul. So back to the line, Courtney Crane, the 5'6" senior, a first-team All-Stater for Peoria Richwoods. Leads the team in most statistical categories. Has almost 1,900 career points. Over 500 rebounds, around 400 steals. 2 free throws for Crane. Good with the first. She's got 14 points today. The team has won 104 and lost 27 during her varsity career. They went 38-2 in the Big 12 Conference and won 3 championships in 4 years. Both free throws good for Crane. She's got 15 points, and Richwoods leads by 4.
She is just a kid that leads this team by example. She's in the gym by herself and with her teammates, doing the little things that make them exceptional on the floor, make them almost state champions, working to be state champions.
9 minutes and 40 seconds away from that goal, but it's still a tough go for them with a close game. Stritzel's got it for Nazareth. Martinucci on the drive, leaves it out front for Giri. 3-pointer, good. She is a good outside shooter. 16 for Giri, leading scorer in the game. And now a steal. Martinucci stole the ball, and Nazareth's got a chance to take the lead. Stritzel to Martinucci. Stritzel with the ball, back out to Martinucci. Down to 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Stritzel gets it off to Giri. Out of the corner, Collada for the lead. Won't go. Weak side rebound, Metz. Gets it out to Stritzel, and a foul called on Peoria Richwoods. Cameron Taylor will be called for the foul as she was on the floor trying to pick up that rebound. That'll be the 3rd foul on Cameron Taylor. So Taylor and Crane and Johnson have all got 3 fouls right now for Richwoods. Taylor's coming out, and into the game, Mariah Hobson, a 5'8" sophomore who averages about 2 points a game.
Smart move not getting Cam Taylor a chippy foul here with a minute left in the 3rd.
Inbounds to Giri, and she shoots it in, and Nazareth has taken the lead again, 36-35, as Elisa Giri has got 13 points in the 3rd quarter. Crane on the drive, stripped away and stolen. Here comes Stritzel with it, 2 against 3. She's going to take it in, lays it up, finished it. Great finish for Stritzel.
Through traffic to a couple Richwood defenders in her way, and they're not going to stop her. She takes it all the way to the basket.
25 seconds to go in the 3rd, and Nazareth has got a 3-point lead. It's their biggest lead of the game. Hobson with the ball, gets it out of the corner to McLeod, drives in, puts it up, won't go, but a foul. 2 free throws coming up for Jada McLeod of Richwoods with 14 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Crane having the ball knocked away, and at the other end, Stritzel finished through traffic, finished strong.
I'll tell you what, one of the biggest adjustments that Nazareth has made in the 2nd half, and I guess it's probably because Martinucci was in foul trouble in the 1st half, but her defensive presence on Courtney Crane has made a huge difference going up against Richwood. Courtney has not been able to do the things that she was doing in the 1st half, driving all the way to the basket. Martinucci is a sneaky defender. She gets her hands on some basketballs and can disrupt on the defensive side.
7 seconds left in the quarter. Giri's got it for Nazareth. They get it on the wing. 3-pointer, Collada. Good big basket to end the 3rd quarter. And Nazareth will take a 4-point lead, 41-37, into the final period of play. Big three-pointer to end the quarter as Sophia Collada comes through from the wing for Nazareth. 8 more minutes to go. Who's going to be the Class 3A champion? We're about to find out. It's Nazareth 41, Richwoods 37 as we head to the final quarter.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
You work hard, and you want to see your efforts pay off, literally. Whether you're dreaming of retirement, growing your business, or leaving a legacy for future generations, at Busey, we help you realize the possibilities of tomorrow. We listen to your needs and goals to create a sound strategy for you and your family. Enjoy the achievements of your life and work. We'll handle the rest. Busey, your dream, our promise.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Quarter of this state championship game. 4-point lead for Nazareth. Courtney Crain having a game here, Katie, for Peoria Richwoods. She's got 15 points through 3 quarters.
And she's just been a leader on the floor, both ends of it for this Richwoods team, shooting threes, making plays on the defensive side of the ball that lead to buckets for this Richwoods team. And that's what she's been for this team. She's a senior. She's a leader. She makes that very well known. She really sets the pace of what they're going to do on both sides of the floor.
Well, they need a little lift right now because Nazareth has got the momentum at the end of the 3rd period, and they're ahead by 4, and they've got the ball to start the 4th. Stritzel playing with some cotton in her nose where it was bleeding earlier. Ball goes to Giri at the high post. There's Stritzel with it. Mets in the corners. They work against the zone. Being very patient right now. Richwoods can afford to be a little patient on defense because they're in some foul trouble, and this helps them kind of play that out a little bit too. Collada and Martinucci play catch with it. Now Martinucci's going to work it over to the other side of the court. Now back to Collada.
Well, Richwoods too dictating how Nazareth was playing their offense before in this zone. Now it seems like Nazareth is much more confident in what they're doing and what they're looking for.
We've played a minute in the 4th quarter. Nazareth had the ball the whole time. They get it down on the low post to Metz. Gets it out front. This is Giri with it. Finds Stritzel in the corner. Drives baseline. Reverse layup blocked by McLeod. Stritzel gets it back. Nice cut to the basket for Metz. Up and can't finish. Stritzel gets the rebound and a foul. No basket. No shots. It'll be out of bounds. I think McLeod got the foul.
I actually think it might have been Cam Taylor.
Let's see. Well, you're right. It's Taylor. That's her 4th foul.
That's 4 for her. And again, we're seeing her in foul trouble. 4th with under 7 minutes remaining in this game. They need her presence inside really to challenge Giri, if nothing else.
Yeah, Todd Hersey cannot afford to take Taylor out right now, at least not for long. She stays in with 4 fouls. Comes into Stritzel. See if Nazareth attacks her. She's in the middle of that zone in the back line. Up front with the ball, Martinucci over to Collada. And timeout taken by Eddie Stritzel, the head coach of Nazareth. Nazareth has run off the first 90 seconds almost of the 4th quarter. And no scoring has taken place. They've still got the lead 41-37.
And don't think for a second that that 90 seconds wasn't intentional. This is a very smart Roadrunner team. They have very high basketball IQs. played 6 players, I believe, today, so they've played together all season long. They have a great feel for what they're doing and how to get it done, and they went out there deliberately trying to run some time off the clock, and with the lead, they can afford to do that right now.
Well, today the Blackhawks continue their tour of the West Coast as they take on the Los Angeles Kings. Coverage starts at 2 on NBC Sports Chicago with Blackhawks pregame live or stream live on the NBC Sports app. Richwoods extending that defense out just a little bit further now. A little more pressure on the perimeter. Cross-court pass. Stritzel works in on the right. Over Taylor. Missed the shot. And a foul as McLeod comes down with the rebound. Giri will be called for her second foul. That was a pivotal moment there when Stritzel attacked on the drive, and Taylor was back one-on-one against her.
And she backed up so much that she lost her feet a little bit there and ended up on the ground, maybe thinking about taking a charge and realizing, no, I can't even make that an option.
Williams has the ball in the front court for Richwoods with 6:10 to go in the game. Richwoods behind by 4. They're 34-1. They haven't been behind much this year. There's a drive. Stritzel knocks it away out of bounds, almost tied her up as she drove baseline. Richwoods will keep the ball. Johnson gets the inbounds pass out front to McLeod. Going on the high post to Taylor. Now to McLeod on the give and go. She's fouled. Ball went on the post, and then McLeod made the nice cut to the basket without the ball, and she'll get free throws.
And that was one of the rare circumstances where Nazareth has been man-to-man today out in the out-of-bounds play. So Richwood taking advantage of a one-on-one opportunity going into Cam Taylor and having her teammate cut right off of her and take it hard to the basket.
2 free throws coming up for Jada McLeod of Richwoods. Good with the first. That was the 3rd foul, by the way, on Annie Stritzel of Richwoods, so that's worth watching here with 5:56 to go in the game. McLeod, second one in and out. Giri down with the rebound. She needs 3 more rebounds to have a triple-double. She's already got 18 points and a state record 12 block shots in the game.
Just an unbelievable stat line from her, and she's made her presence known all over the floor here today.
Martinucci with it for Nazareth. Gets into the lane. Pitched it over to Stritzel. Now to Giri. Cross courts it. Collada. And out front it comes.
This is just a completely different Nazareth team going against Richwood's defense this half.
Martinucci had trouble with the handle. Lost it out of bounds. Richwood's really aggressive with the trap there. And Martinucci's teammates kind of ran off and left her a little bit. And she turns it over.
Well, Martinucci, too, giving quite the glare to the referee on the sideline there. She was looking for a call.
All right, Richwoods needs a 3-pointer to tie it. 5:15 to go in the game. Here's a drive by Williams into the lane. Reach-in foul. Martinucci. That'll be her 4th foul. He was somewhat frustrated after losing the ball at midcourt. Now extra frustrated after being called for a foul. She's headed to the bench, it appears. Lila Rodriguez back in. Out of bounds Richwoods. That was team foul number 5 on Nazareth. Neither team in the bonus yet. Johnson passed in out front to Taylor. Works into the lane. Jump shot. Not good off the back. Rebound collected off the floor by Giri. So here comes Nazareth. They've got a 41-38 lead. We're under 5 minutes to go in the 3A title game. Giri with it out front. Stritzel. Now to Collada.
With Martinucci out now, you'll see Annie Stritzel playing a lot more of that point guard spot, getting this Nazareth team into an offense, getting that going.
Stritzel's got the ball now. In the corner, Collada. Now Giri, or Metz rather. Now Collada. Stritzel. Giri at the high post. Metz in the short corner. Jump shot. In and out. Rebound off to McLeod.
The tough thing about that Richwood zone, especially right now, it seems like, is they give Nazareth just enough space to think that they can take the shot. And then they come out and pressure hard. So even when they're open, it makes them feel their presence, even though they might have a chance to get a shot off.
Giri knocked the pass away in the post, but it's recovered by Richwoods. McLeod's got it for them. Drives inside. Ball knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Richwoods' ball. Well, we've got a close finish, it looks like, coming up. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the 3A title game. Nazareth by 3. The Richwoods fans hoping their team has got one more comeback left in this 2018 season. Stay tuned, we'll find out.
All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Senior post player Elisa Giri from Nazareth having a great day in the state championship game. She's 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. She's got 13 blocked shots, already a state record in that. She's just kind of dominating parts of this game, Katie.
I don't think kind of dominating. I think she's absolutely dominating pretty much every aspect of this game. There we see her get 2 blocks and say, come on, bring it to me, give me more. I want to rack up more stats. Come and challenge this. And she has been putting up a fight on both ends of the floor all night.
The state championship game record for rebounds is 11, so she's got a chance at that too. And we've got a great game going. Ball goes in the middle to Taylor, works around Giri and scores. Nice move for Taylor. She's in double figures. We've got a 1-point game.
And this is what we expected with these two teams. Very unique matchup, but we knew it would be a close one all the way to the finish here.
Stritzel works underneath, reverse layup, rolled off, rebound, foul on Stritzel. That'll be her 4th foul. Annie Stritzel with her 4th foul. What a great move here by Cameron Taylor.
And not even an option there for Giri to block that with that up and under. She gets her body into her, and that's exactly what they need to do. Makes Giri unable to reach in without fouling her. Great finish.
Taylor's got 11 points in the game. Her teammate McLeod's got 7 points, and she's got 14 rebounds, so she's actually broken the 3A championship game rebound record today. So probably won't be Giri holding that at the end of the day. It'll be Jada McLeod.
She has been all over the boards, offensively, defensively. And on offense, giving your team second opportunities, another chance to score in a game this close, that's key. That could make a huge difference down the stretch.
Peoria Richwoods has taken a timeout. We're down to 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the game. Nazareth led by Elisa Giri with 18 points. Annie Stritzel's got 14 for the Roadrunners. Also 2 players in double figures for Richwoods. Courtney Crain leading the way with 15. And Cam Taylor has got 11 for the Richwoods. Cam Taylor is, after having a lot of foul trouble yesterday and her minutes limited yesterday, Katie, she's been back to her normal self today.
And the entire Richwoods team has been back to their normal self with her presence on the floor. It's a completely different vision of this team, and this is the team that they've been all season long. Cam Taylor's presence inside on defense and offensively. She is so crafty inside, athletic. One of the most highly recruited kids this Richwoods team has had in a really long time, and she's a post player that doesn't necessarily have to play back to the basket. She can really do it all.
Johnson's free throw rattled in and out, but the rebound pulled off by Williams, and Richwoods still has the ball back, down by 1. 3.5 minutes left in the state championship game. Man-to-man defense by Nazareth. Ball goes in the middle, knocked away from Johnson. She dives after it and has it on the floor for a moment. And now a tie-up, and Richwoods has the ball in alternate possession. Alert play there by Johnson to dive back on that loose ball and avoid the turnover.
Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, these extra opportunities that Richwoods is making happen right now, being down by 1 point, that's huge.
Ball inbounded to McLeod. Works out toward the outside. Now to Taylor in the middle. Now to McLeod. There she goes on the drive. Blocked by Giri. A foul on Giri. They say she got her with the body. And Giri called for her 3rd foul.
And Marissa Metz talking through this, saying they should switch that because, as you can see, Giri got a little bit behind on that high ball screen, and Clouds drive to the basket. If Nazareth switches that, that doesn't happen.
Tie game as McLeod sinks the free throw, and for the 4th time in the game, we're tied up. It's 41-all. Jada McLeod now with a chance to give Richwoods the lead in the game with 3:16 to play. Shooting for her 9th point. On the way, good. Richwoods in the lead again. First time they've had the lead in the 4th quarter. Here comes Martinucci back in the game, brings it across for Nazareth.
Richwoods gets their energy from defense. There's really no bigger stop than this one so far in this game.
Steal by McLeod. And Richwoods has it back off the turnover. Out front with the ball, Johnson for Richwoods. Nazareth played zone a lot of the game, but they're in a man-to-man right now with 2:45 to go. Williams had it poked away by Metz out of bounds. Last touch by Nazareth.
Very interesting decision to switch back to man-to-man when that zone had been working so well for them, but just to get a sense of urgency with this Nazareth team, pick up the pace a little bit more, and it could lead to urgency on the offensive end as well.
McLeod working the dribble out front for Richwoods. Hands the ball off to Crane. She drives. Nice bounce pass to Johnson for 2. Pretty play. 3-point lead for Richwoods. Richwoods bench excited, but we are far from over here. 2:20 to play in the game.
And they fired up Courtney Crane, making plays down the stretch. Big players make big plays. Like that one, Cam Taylor.
Richwoods up with the steal. Crane comes up with it. Taylor getting up a little slowly, but now she's up and down court. Richwoods getting a spurt here at the right time. Johnson driving against Metz. Foul on Metz. That'll be the first foul on Marissa Metz of Nazareth. Free throws coming up for Tiana Johnson in the 1-and-1. Johnson's missed her only free throw try today. She's a 50% free throw shooter for the year. 5'8" junior, special mention All-State. Puts it up, it's in. Richwoods by 4.
Big time free throws by Richwoods down the stretch. Big focus.
8 straight points for Richwoods in the 4th quarter. Now 9 as Johnson made them both. Richwoods ahead by 5. Under 2 to play.
And their defense is energized now. They are ready to go.
Martinucci to Giri. 3-pointer. Misses. McLeod's got the rebound. That's her 15th in the game. State title game record. There's a drive all the way under, and the ball lost out of bounds. Crane on the drive, and it got away from her as she approached the basket. It's a turnover, and Nazareth's got it back with 1:33 to go. Both teams have got 3 timeouts remaining, so there's a lot of strategizing that could still happen in this game.
Nazareth gonna look to go to Stritzel or Giri. That's what's been working so far in this game.
Go to Stritzel, knocked away. The ball's loose, recovered by Nazareth. They get it to Stritzel. 3 from the wing, short. They battle for the rebound. Stritzel got it, blocked away, and taken away by McLeod, and a foul.
Things are getting really scrappy here at Redbird Arena with about a minute left in the 4th quarter. Both teams heated. They want this so bad. They've worked so hard for this, and emotions are really coming out.
Foul was called against Collada in that scramble for the loose ball. Her 2nd foul. The emotions are running really high out there right now, and the players and the coaches. Jada McLeod looking calm as can be as she steps to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Make it 2 shots. That was the 10th foul. Free throw is good. That's a double-double now for McLeod. Just scored her 10th point. 2nd free throw, trying to put the lead out to 7. Bounced it in. 48-41 Richwoods, and they want a timeout with 1:08 left to go in the game. Well, Richwoods has really come up big here in the at the right time in the 4th quarter, Katie. They were down at the start of this quarter, and Nazareth had the momentum. But the Richwoods has scored all of the points in the fourth quarter. Nazareth has not scored at all. It's an 11-0 run for Richwoods in the fourth quarter.
And a lot of that has stemmed from their defense and being active in that matchup zone again. A lot of it has come from the free throw line too. Offensively, they've been very aggressive, attacking the basket, and that has led to some easy buckets that they've been able to convert on free throws. Their focus has been impeccable so far in this fourth quarter.
Well, one of the easy buckets that Richwoods got was this one. Maybe not easy. It was a great pass by Courtney Crane to Tiana Johnson for a layup. Big play for Richwoods. And that is our gift of hope assist of the game.
Courtney Crane doing what a senior does in the state championship game, and she has been making plays for this Richwoods team all day so far here on Doug Collins' court. She has taken over and really sparked their energy on both ends of the floor.
Richwoods by 7 with just over a minute to go. Let's swing it over to our sideline reporter, Cameron Smith.
Yeah, obviously, guys, different moves in both huddles, and something uncharacteristic by Nazareth Academy. Usually they're calm and collected in their huddle, taking the personality of the head coach, but a couple of players going back and forth at each other, yelling. So kind of keep an eye on that to see how they come out in this offensive possession. As for Richwoods, the message all game long has been trust each other, trust each other. That's what Todd Hersey has been telling his girls. They need a big stop, and he's telling them not to foul in this possession.
Nazareth needs a hoop. Martinucci got to the foul line. She drove the lane. The foul's on Tiana Johnson.
Martinucci got bumped early on in that possession, and as soon as she got bumped, she was driving all the way to the basket trying to get a foul.
Make the foul on Taylor, and that's her 5th foul. She has fouled out of the game, and she is disappointed with that. Great game for Taylor, 11 points. She's fouled out with 59 seconds to go, and now all she can do is hope her teammates have got enough to hang on to this 7-point lead.
And Coach Hersey going over there and shaking her, saying, you did your job. We needed this game from you. We needed you to be in there and make plays with your team. Her teammates rallying behind her right now, telling her, you contributed, Cam Taylor. You are a huge reason why we are here. You've contributed all season long. Keep your head up.
Martinucci missed the first free throw, misses the second. Courtney Crane's got the rebound for Richwoods. They foul her immediately. A frustrating fourth quarter for Nazareth. They've not scored in the fourth period, just missed a pair of free throws there. And now Richwoods has a chance to add to their lead.
It's going to come down to free throws here. So far in the fourth quarter, Richwoods has done a pretty good job knocking them down from the line. And it's going to come down to being clutch, making those pressure free throws down the stretch.
Courtney Crane will have these free throws, 2 shots. It'll be double bonus the rest of the way. Free throw good. 16 for Crane, one of 3 players in double figures. Cameron Taylor just hoping over there that her team can pull through. They're up by 8. Second one is good, now 9.
You see the emotion from Cam Taylor. That says it all. Her face says it all, how badly she wants this, how much of a competitor she is, and that's the entire Richwoods team.
Metz three-pointer won't go. Rebound to McLeod for Richwoods with 45 seconds to go in the game. They get the ball up court to Johnson. Richwoods can work on the clock, and a foul called. And right now it's starting to look like the championship trophy is going to go back up I-74 to Peoria.
Tiana Johnson with the free throw line.
Tiana Johnson will shoot 2 free throws with 37 seconds to go. She's a 50% free throw shooter for the year, and she's made 3 straight here in the fourth quarter of the state championship game. That's not luck. That's tough-mindedness. Made them both. Richwoods by 11. First double-digit lead of the game. 35 seconds to go. Giri drives the middle. Foul called on the drive. Called the foul on Courtney Crane. That's her 4th foul.
Foul number 5, Courtney Crane.
Giri will get the free throws.
Not necessarily a terrible foul in this situation. They probably were going to go for a 3.
Giri will get a 1-and-1. First attempt. That misses. The frustration continues. Crane gets the rebound. And they foul her as she dribbles it up with 26 seconds to go.
I will say this. What a 3A championship game. It's been back and forth, both teams figuring each other out, then taking a step furder and challenging what they figured out. It's been a back and forth battle, and Nazareth really took it to this matchup zone that Richwood has taken to teams all season long. Richwood stepped it up in the second half, found a way to get it done.
One way they're getting it done is making a bunch of free throws in the fourth quarter. They're now 11 out of 12 on free throws in the fourth quarter is Peoria Richwoods. And that will be good for a state championship in Class 3A. Giri is out. Metz is out for Nazareth. Crane makes them both.
And you can see the emotion on those two faces as they leave the floor too. And this Nazareth team, first time in school history they've been here. They've been trusting the process all season long. This was their goal. They had a group text called State 18 since the beginning of this season. They wanted this just as bad as Richwood did.
Martinucci finally got Nazareth's first basket of the quarter, but they commit a foul as Richwood's inbounded down to 12 seconds to go. Giri and Metz, who just came out, both seniors. Metz is headed to Missouri, Kansas City to play college basketball. Giri headed to Providence. What a day Giri had. Set the state record for blocked shots. Tears on both sides. And Cam Taylor realized that, why are they showing me on the board right now? Johnson's free throw goes in and out. Here comes Amaya Wilson into the game, a senior for Richwood. She'll replace Nia Williams. Big hand for Nia Williams. Big hug from Cam Taylor on the Richwoods bench.
She comes into the game already crying from the bench.
Johnson made the second one. 12 seconds left to go. It's going to be a Peoria Richwoods championship, the fourth in their school history. Stritzel with a deep three banked in. Down to 3, down to 2. Richwoods will let it run out, and there it is. Peoria Richwoods, the Class 3A girls basketball state champion in Illinois for 2018.
What a performance by this Richwoods team. They were down, they fought back by the senior leadership of Courtney Crane. Jada McLeod had a huge game, did the little things. Nia Williams, the heart and soul of this team, she was in foul trouble. Tiana Johnson was, and she was the warrior, came back, and every player that played for this Richwoods team was key in the win.
Tears of joy for Richwoods, tears of disappointment for Nazareth as the teams shake hands after what was certainly a hard-fought game. The tears are not limited to the court.
Both these two teams, so much to be proud of this season. Richwoods beats Morton twice, knows it's their time to be here, their time to win state, which they got done in Nazareth. A program that wanted to be put on the map for girls basketball, success in other sports, and you can bet that Nazareth is on the map now after that performance.
Yeah, I don't think this is the last time that Nazareth will be at the state championship in girls basketball. Let's send it over to Cameron Smith.
Well, guys, obviously the emotions are running high. Senior Courtney Crane, this has been a culmination of 4 years for you getting to this point to win this state championship as a senior. Describe your emotions as you saw that buzzer tick down and realized you're going to be a state champion.
It's just an amazing feeling. I'm so happy, especially because I've been going through a lot this past week, and over the few years of people passing, and just to know that I can accomplish something that I've always wanted to with my teammates is amazing.
There was no way you're going to leave this arena without hoisting that state championship trophy. Your teammates look to you for senior leadership, and they've done that all season long. For you to be able to get to the free throw line, knock down free throws, to create that space for this win, what does that say about your toughness and also what this guy next to you has been preaching to you all season long?
Dedication, I guess. When it gets tough throughout the beginning of the game, we were missing a few, I was missing a few, and all of us at the end, we made a run and we made them because we knew what we needed to do.
State champion sounds good, right?
Yes, it does. It's amazing. I'm very excited.
All right, Coach, obviously for you guys, you have been through so much adversity throughout this season, but you've kept this mood, this culture with this program lighthearted. You always tell me that you guys are having fun out here. You've compared this team to the previous 2 state championships that you've won with this high school. What does this team kind of compare to when you think about those previous state champions?
You know, John Gross taught me back in '05, you keep them loose and you can win. You know, you get them up tight, you get them rattled, and then they're gonna have trouble. And so I've used that advice, and I just keep them loose, and we have a lot of fun together. The adversity these guys have fought through is incredible this week. So this is a good icing on the cake for these guys, isn't it? This is a very good reward for what they've dealt with.
The model all season long has been unfinished business. Safe to say you guys got the job done tonight.
Business. I'm not taking it off my computer, though. So, no, I'm very proud of these kids. They work hard. They play well together. Their communication is outstanding. They love each other, and that's why they are where they are. I'm very proud of them.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Congratulations. You're 2018 3A state champions, the Peoria Richwoods Lady Knights. Let's throw it back over to Mike Brett.
All right. Coach and player off together. What a day for Peoria Richwoods. Big play early in this game. Courtney Crane with the steal. Takes it all the way down. Lays it in. That is our Wintrust play of the game. The knock away by Cameron Taylor. Crane with the scoop and score for Peoria Richwoods. Let's send it over to the public address announcer, Jeff Fritzen.
Assistant coach, Kelly Schumacher. Assistant coach, Angela Koldbrecker. Assistant coach, Kelsey Nedemeyer-Karabin. Manager, Mackenzie Albers. And squad members, number 1, Emma Wiest. Number 2, Chloe Book. Number 3, Allie Hammond. Number 4, Mia Weems. Number 10, Allison Fairman. Number 11, Abby Horstman. Number 12, Grace Beshen. Number 13, Olivia Wesselman. Number 14, Faye Meissner. Number 20, Alexis Klosterman. Number 22, Clarice Jansen. Number 23, Carson Newkirk. Number 30, Madeline Frohn. Number 32, Ashton Hari. Number 33, Taylor Pavich. And number 44, Cassidy Kretschmer.
Congratulations.
And now will Coach Reeder and the captains from Central High School please step forward to receive the 4th place trophy. At this time, please meet the Raiders of Glenbard South High School, who finished the 2018 season in 3rd place with a final record of 30 wins and 4 losses. First meet the principal, Sandra Coughlin. Athletic director, Tim Carlson. Head coach, Morgan Kasparek. Assistant coach, Stephen Gross.
Great tournament, you guys. Thanks.
Assistant coach, Tom Nussbaum. Assistant coach, Shauna Kroll. Assistant coach, Christina Schwemmen. Statistician, Marvin Brigg. And the squad members, number 3, Lauren Cohen. Number 20, Catherine Carr. 22, Raquel Laponte. Number 23, Iman Sellers. 24, Sarah Cohen. Number 32, Maddie Carley. Number 33, Allie Dacre. 34, Alex Wilharm. Number 40, Grace Buckley. And number 42, Maggie Bear.
Congratulations, big girl. You did a good job.
And now will Coach Kasperick and the captains of Glenbard South High School please step forward to receive the third place trophy. At this time, please meet the Roadrunners of Nazareth Academy, who finished the season in second place with a final record of 31 wins and 3 losses. First, meet the president of Nazareth Academy, Dennis Moran. Principal, Deborah Tracy. Athletic Director, Dwayne Buterisis. Trainer, Dan Coons. Head coach, Eddie Stritzel. Assistant coach, Jeff Crayson. Assistant coach, Nicole Rivera. Assistant coach, Dave Roseland. Manager, Mia Santilli. Number 3, Julia Olander. Number 10, Sophia Collada. Number 11, Giovanna Martinucci. Number 15, Francesca Metz. Number 21, Sarah Theodoro. Number 22, Lila Rodriguez. Number 23, Amanda DeCesar. 25, Marissa Metz. Number 31, Abby Moody. Number 32, Elisa Giri. 33, Annie Stritzel. Number 34, Ashley Gamboa. Number 40, Maggie O'Neill. And number 41, Sarah Brongill. And now will Coach Stritzel and the captains from Nazareth Academy please step forward to receive the second place trophy.
Come on, girls, that shoulder. Put on the shoulder.
At this time, please meet the Lady Knights of Richwood High School, who finished the season in first place with a final record of 35 wins and 1 loss. First Superintendent, Dr. Sharon Desmolin Carrot. Principal, Brett Elliott. Athletic Director, Ron Dwyer. Athletic Trainer, Brady Kufad. Head Coach, Todd Hersey. Assistant Coach, Ralph Gallo. Assistant Coach, Parker Gross. Assistant Coach, Kevin Metzger. Assistant Coach, Jordan Hersey. Manager, Sarika Glasnovich. Statistician, Russ Whitmer. And the Lady Knights, number 3, Nia Williams. Number 4, Amaya Wilson. Number 5, Courtney Crain. Number 10, Tiana Johnson. Number 11, Natalie Desjardins. Number 12, Jada McLeod. Number 14, Tori Nimmers. Number 15, Trinity Sims. Number 20, Gabby Okoje. 21, Kaleli Markovich. Number 22, Cameron Switek. 24, Cameron Taylor. Number 25, Unique Johnson. And number 32, Mariah Hobson.
Well done, Ryan. Congratulations.
And now will Coach Hersey and the captains from Richwoods High School please step forward to receive the first place trophy.
Fourth state championship trophy for Peoria Richwoods, and the 4th year in a row the 3A championship trophy goes to the Peoria area, because Morton had won the last 3. And Morton lost to Peoria Richwoods in the sectional a couple of weeks ago, so maybe fitting that Richwoods represents Peoria once again.
Well, and Richwoods knew after beating Morton twice that this was going to be their year. That's something that they talked about heading into this state championship. This was our year to get this done, and Courtney Crane, man, what a gutsy performance by her. And hearing her interview after the game, all the adversity that this Richwoods team has been through, just kind of the cherry on top for them winning the state championship. But heart was all over the floor on both teams today in this 3A championship game.
Nazareth had the momentum in the game at the end of the 3rd period, had a 4-point lead. Richwoods held them scoreless for the first 7.5 minutes of the 4th period. More than enough for Richwoods to pull away and win the Class 3A title. Great day here at Redbird Arena in Normal. Peoria Richwoods wins the state championship over Nazareth Academy 55-46. Glad you were able to join us. Don't forget 4A games coming up tonight. 3rd place in championship games back on at 5:30 from Redbird Arena in Normal. Thanks for watching.